I think we could probably open it. So the nice thing about this security level, hey Scave Rat, is that we don't have to worry about segregating different groups of prisoners. Although we probably will want protective custody at some point. I don't know if we have any snitches or ex-cops. Hey, Blind Crew. We could, of course, get some, we could get some CIs in here, which I suppose we should do. Let's go ahead and recruit some informants. Because even if there's no... Wow! This legendary prisoner wants to be an informant. Alright, we'll grab you. We'll let them snoop around and get some info. Because even without that, there might be some people targeted. Destig, thanks for the sub. I feel like I probably missed one. The Real Flobo, thanks for the sub as well. Or the resub, I should say. Hadros! How'd I miss you, buddy? Thanks for the resub over there. Alright, and of course, anyone who's new to the live stream, first of all, thank you very much. Secondly, the start of the live stream is always crazy chaos as everything gets caught up on. But I think we're going to be okay. So we're going to be playing Prison Architect for nearly 3 hours, maybe a little short on that. And then we're going to be switching over to Galactic Civilization 3. About 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to switch over to that. And that should be a heck of a lot of fun. Also, yes, good news, everyone. The Kerbal Space Program videos are... They're fun. They're going to continue. There's going to be another one tomorrow, already recorded. I think KSP would also be really fun to live stream. And it's possible that next Saturday we'll do that. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what people want to do. But yes, it is finally time for me to start doing the KSP. Now that, the version 1. I don't like to do too many early access games. Although Prison Architect, of course, is early access. But, felt a lot more complete than KSP did for a really long time. And then, at a certain point, I was just being stubborn about it. So there we go. Alright, I just got out of the shower, so my hair is still nice and wet. And my skin's all pink from the hot water. Ah, that's an attractive look. Let's, Hey, look, it's Katie Cat in the prison. Where are we? Right over here. Katie Cat, what are you in for? Aggravated assault. 10 years. Bad, bad, bad Katie Cat. Alright, I guess we'll go on and pause. Oh, yeah, do we do the prison intake? I think so. I don't know if we haven't defined our shower yet. So we should do that. Let me do that again while we're paused here. Dudok, thank you for the sub, and also, I think I might have gotten a tip to the whiskey fund from Quivering Cactus. Sorry to cut out of the stream so early. I need to get my BA. Oh! Don't want to ruin my mom's special day. Well, congratulations on your BA in math. And, that's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. Don't worry about cutting out early. Alright. Let's get some shower heads going on over here. And that's basically all that's left to this prison block to go. We have lots of cash still in the bank. And we started with about 410,000. And we've been spending it like crazy, and yet we still haven't gone broke or anything, so that's good. We need some small pips over here and here, and I guess I'm just going to go large pipe this way, because we will probably expand the prison that way at some point. Okay. Now, right now, we're at a capacity of 108 of 143, and again, I'm going to complain about this little pop-up. Prison Architect developers, if you are watching, you gotta change this stupid thing. What the line should be 108/143, where it says maximum security. It should be there. You shouldn't have the thing underneath it. It should be on the same line, and then it should have a little thing next to it that tells you your remaining capacity. Hey, Finn McCool, thank you for coming in here in the middle of my rant. So, math, 35 more prisoners? I think? Don't math on screen ever. It's always bad, but looks like 35 more prisoners to me. So we'll do that, and I still really wish there's a button where you could set this to be equal to your actual current capacity in all of the categories, but whatever. Alright, so we'll pull in 35 more dudes. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like I missed one. Uvik History, thanks for the sub. Boom. Alright. Prisoner, we got 2 people in lockdown. Those are 2 of my legendary prisoners in lockdown. I think what I talked about is maybe developing an actual Supermax wing of some kind and put the legendary prisoners in there. Like maybe do a protective custody, but also do a Supermax wing. Also, that's the smashed up cell over there. But I was gonna say I forgot to put down the drains. Drain, there it is. Silva, thanks for the sub. Set those up there, because these legendary prisoners, even when they're in full lockdown, they're pains in the ass. They break their cells. Just miserable. Miserable, miserable people. I don't remember if you've done a shakedown recently. Presumably we have. I don't know. We've got our armed guards set to free fire. You know, yeah, dead prisoners are bad. Hey, Morny, thanks for the sub. But, you know, screw them. If they're going to raise trouble, they deserve what they get. Hey, Barry, thanks for the sub as well. Thank you all for your support, everyone. Oh, we need to put some drains underneath the doors there, too. Really appreciate it. This sort of thing really keeps the channel going, especially the live streams, which are fun as hell. But, man, are they ever a lot of work. Bob, thank you very much. So yeah, so we'll let our workers finish this place here. The lunch to go and fix that up, this broken toilet, which is why we got that water all over. Poor this guy. Who is this? Adam Hansen. Adamino. He's got to deal with all the water because some other prisoner over here wrecked their cell. All right, 2 hours until intake. Oh, our capacity is actually a little bit higher than that. Right, because we've now finished... Well, you know what? We'll leave it as is. We'll wait until the rest of the cells get finished. And then we'll take in some more tomorrow. Subscribe for Quill's Whiskey. Yeah. Yeah, Kappa. Will I make a Supermax block today? And probably is sort of what I'm thinking about. I may not intake Supermax people. We'll play that one by ear. We may still only intake normal security, but whenever we get one of these legendary prisoners, we'll upgrade them. Actually, I don't know if you can intake Supermax. I'm assuming you can, but I actually don't know. Osiris, thanks for the sub. Okay, 1 hour there. Kitchens are still fine. I went last time and we like preemptively ordered a bunch of extra cooks and things like that. So we should be well above capacity for our kitchen. We got lots of exercise tables there. We should have CCTV everywhere. I guess our new block doesn't have CCTV. That is true. I have a bunch of CCTV cameras sitting in my storage because we accidentally we had a cloning issue once. So that faces down, that faces to the left, that faces to the right. Again, it's really hard to tell which way these cameras are facing when you're placing them sideways. Actually, it's always a bit of a pain in the ass to tell how they're facing when you're kind of new to this. You're like, I don't know. So I really wish they put a little arrow on the cameras to make it more explicit where things are going. How can you make a high-risk prison without a fight? Yeah, well, it's tough. Often there's going to be some chance that someone will flip. But if you keep prisoners suppressed with armed guards, then they're much less likely to do anything. Although having a lot of armed guards, A, is expensive, and B, when they're suppressed, they don't learn as well. So, you know, there's certain advantages and disadvantages to having a lot of armed guards. The other thing you can do is use your confidential informants carefully to track to see if anyone's being targeted, and also separate out anyone who's, like, super prone to violence, which, again, comes down to this sort of informant panel. Even when you're not using an informant, if you look at someone, some people will be instigators. Like this person here, this instigator, is likely to start a lot of fights. And so you might want to keep them on permanent lockdown, or permanent solitary, or put them in their own sort of supermax wing where they might still have contact with the prisoners from time to time, but that's when you have like lots of armed guards kicking around to put that down right away. Now, I have it on free fire. Again, right now my armed guards are going to shotgun people. Because until I get my Supermax set up, we've had too many people get killed because of these legendary prisoners right now. So I'm going to shoot first, ask questions later, and then later on we will change things around so that hopefully with the super dangerous prisoners sort of set in a specific area, it won't be quite as high risk anymore. So they're in their lockup period right here, right before shower. When we get to our free time period, I'm going to try to call in the informants and see if we might find out who gets targeted. Of course, you know, I'm going to say that. We don't have a... whoa! Hey! Whoa! Hey! I was going to say we don't have a protective custody wing, so right now the informants are basically just around to maybe help us find some additional traits or something like that. That one Marine, thank you very much for that. Longtime fan of your Dwarf Fortress videos. God, we got to do some Dwarf Fortress again soon. Every now and again, you just start to get the itch for it, you know? Can't watch the streams as often as I'd like, but when I do, have a bottle of something good on me. Thank you very much, that one Marine. That one Marine, of course, you were one of my people in the Darkest Dungeon. I still wish I'd done like one proper closeout video. I'd meant to like end the series right around then, but I still haven't done a video that like officially shuts it down. I feel terrible about that. I'm just bad at this. Guild Lemire, Thank you very much for the sub. Gildomir sounds like an elven name or something like that. Like, oh, Gildomir, Lord of the High Elves. Oh, shite. So, there we go. Speaking of violence. Oh my god, this guy's going around with, like, shears. Now, even though I have Free Fire turned on, now there was a death. Oh my god, it's an armed guard that's dead. They shanked an armed guard. So I was going to say, even though we had Free Fire turned on, I don't think anyone was actually executed. So I don't know, like, it authorizes them, but I think they might still not go for it. I think they will try to tase first. Fucking hell. They killed an armed guard. Must be this guy. Attacked prisoner. Nope. I mean, maybe they were just trying to fight each other, and, you know, then they just got all aggro. Tax staff, murder. It might be this person, time drained. Who's actually a CI. He's a CI, but he's a legendary prisoner. Yeah, see, we're gonna... Oh, that's TJ. That's TJ. There we go. I don't think I had the right person. Okay. TJ, yeah, we need to get our Supermax up. We gotsta. So, what is that going to involve? I have no idea. What would we do for Supermax prison? Obviously, we don't want them to have contact with any normal prisoners. They can kill each other, I guess. I don't know. Also, let's go ahead and get ourselves a replacement armed guard. Get us back to our max over here. Someone probably took the shotgun. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to let them eat, and then we'll have to do a shakedown. If I don't let them eat first, then they're just going to riot during the shakedown. That's narrow. Maybe I should have a double wide door there. Oh yeah, and these things can be locked open for convenience. That one is. Okay. Now the one at the bottom is. Now those are. Good, good, good. So yeah, we'll let them eat, and then it's going to be a shakedown. Because you're right, someone probably took the shotgun after killing that guy. That might have been why they tried to kill him. Taylor roasts a song. And Garden of Sinners. Thank you very much for the resub. The new sub and the resub. Garden of Sinners, of course, has a great little script to thank everyone who subscribes, which I always really appreciate. Thank you very much for that, Garden. And, of course, thank you very much for your own subscription. Oh, someone's being searched as they go through there. Trying to carry a power drill. Man, oh man. Alright, so let's just let the last of the prisoners get fed here. And then we're immediately going to go into a shakedown. So they're not going to get a work period this time. Some indie guy. Thank you very much. Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum. Alright, I think... Now, some people haven't eaten yet. There's still some food somewhere, though. Although, those might be people in solitary. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if they were. That might be a legit dig, but it seems kind of unlikely. Okay, I think that's the end of the food period anyway. There you go. Shakedown! Go! Wake! Hey, hey, Wake! And Smooth Operator! Smooth Operator! We need to wait for more CCTVs to get installed. Then we'll hook them all up. Most of them are there, but... Fucking hell! Why are you guys all, like, not moving? Oh, they're all surrendered. Oh, they've got their hands up. I see. Like, just get to your rooms for the goddamn shakedown. Unconscious. Who's the dead one now? It zoomed me over here. I guess the dead body's already been carted away. It's not one of my regular guards. It's not an armed guard. He's unconscious. Did they bring them to the morgue? No, I don't think there's anyone in the morgue. Did they just drag him outside? Where's the dead body? I do not know. Anyway, full shakedown. Mind Lover, first stream I watch, having a blast. Hey, well, welcome. We stream every Saturday at noon Eastern time. I always make a post up on the YouTube, letting people know when the stream is going to be and what the game is going to be. And I also include a countdown timer. So no matter what time zone you're in, if you don't know when 12 Eastern time is, you can just click on the countdown timer and find out from there. And isn't that handy? Alright, I'm going to spread the load on these CCTV monitors. I think I'm missing over here. Yeah, because they're not... There we go. Get the little green square. I think I was zoomed out just a little too far. Wasn't quite pixel perfect enough. Feel like I missed one. Swedish Twig! Thanks for the sub. Alright, camera's hooked up over here. Finish this shakedown. And yeah, last prison we're going for, like, you know, minimal deaths. Here, we're just accepting the fact that people gonna die. Alright. Let's figure this out. Let's make it like a big building over here. Giant building. This is gonna be my Supermax wing. Of course, the Supermax wing is gonna be that much closer to the wall, that much closer to dig out, something like that. That'll be terrible. We are also going to... I'm going to put a large jail door here. And I think I'll make like a staff-only airlock for them. This will be the only entrance in the Supermax, and this area here is going to be staff-only. They'll still be able to get escorted in. I think they'll get escorted in. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out. But I'm going to let the foundation get built. It's going to have its own kitchen, a little laundry service, I guess. We might need some more janitors, because we might not have them work. We might have them more on, like, a lot of lockdown, for example. Okay, it could be like this door is just, like, too narrow. I didn't realize when they do a shakedown, they don't actually get, like, locked up either. Shakedown's taking a while. I think we might need more regular guards. We are making a decent amount of money. Let's go up to 45. I mean, we had a 4-to-1 ratio, which isn't bad, but let's go a little bit above that now. Viking dance instructor. I remember the Viking, the Techno Viking. You guys remember that, right? From the early days of the internets and the YouTube. I think it wasn't even posted to YouTube originally. It was some other, like, proto video website. Barry! Question, in your personal opinion, you think it's best to have your Supermax in permanent lockdown, exception for eat and shower, let them out a bit in some free time? I don't know. This is actually going to be my first Supermax. So I think they're mostly going to have to spend a lot of time on lockdown, which is, of course, isn't going to help their moods. But I'm going to try to give them bigger cells with some TVs inside the cells. And during dinner time, during meal times, they will be able, they'll eat and then they'll sort of effectively act like free time. They might still be limited to the canteen, but they'll be able to interact with phones, televisions, and things like that inside the cantina. I'm going to make sure there's a lot of space in the cantina, or canteen. So yeah, I'm going to make this whole thing. We'll block it all out, and then we'll start carving some rooms away. It might be overkill, but you know what? There's no such thing as too much overkill. Just the way it goes. Got the dog patrols there already. I'm actually going to, before I forget, I'm going to get an extra dog patrol that goes explicitly here. Like that. I'm actually tempted not to necessarily even make it over here. You know what? Let's cancel a little bit of that. There we go. And then we'll have one dog, like, just patrolling the outside of this. I mean, we've got dog patrols in a few other places, but I'll feel better if we've got the extra layer around what will be the Supermax. Smart? Yes? Good. If there's any permanent lockdown, there's going to be fed by guards. Yes, I know that if they're in, if they're in a permanent lockdown or if they're in solitary for an extended period of time, as of what? As of Alpha 31? Something like that. They do get fed by guards, which is good, so they don't starve to death. So I guess that's a good point. We don't necessarily have to give them a mealtime. Oh, there's a dead... Essie! No! Aw, named after one of my subscribers. That's who died last time. They got carted away faster than I could possibly find them. Little workout animations. Urgh. Bro, do you even lift? Well, clearly they do. Check our evaluation. It's been 0.4 days without an incident. We haven't had that many deaths overall the course of the entire game. 2 in the last 24 hours, of course. But I think we did go through a period of like 5 or 6 days without a single incident, which is pretty good, I think, in a high-security prison. Especially considering we do allow them a fair amount of flexibility. Let's go and grab the these informants. Yeah, see, TJ, I don't know. Whatever, let's do it. Let's activate them all and see what kind of info we might get. Just out of curiosity. Oh, I'm going to have to, let me nullify the intakes for now, too. I don't see any targets so far. I think they're only active for a particular amount of time, too. I think they automatically deactivate. Ah, there we go. Ah, ex-law enforcement and a snitch. So the problem is... the silent assassin. Like, I'm going to flag you as protective custody for now to keep an eye on you. But we don't actually have a protective custody wing. So... you're probably just going to die. I'm really sorry. Now, does it matter who I have highlighted? No, doesn't matter. As long as they're in there, we'll get the info. Oh, info about a weapon that's being stored. Come on, select the bed. Thank you. Search cell. All right. That's good enough. All right, let's deactivate you all. So the suspicion starts to go down here. Bedhead, thanks for the resub. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba. So we'll let things go. I'm really worried about what's his name over here. He's gonna die. Aha, we found it. Like that. Okay, these confidential informants are pretty useful. Okay. 2 dead bodies, 3 in lockdown, 2 awaiting solitary. Okay. 19 more prisoners? How to math, you guys. Now the problem is, we won't be able to look at this big total once we have any Supermax rooms, because technically our capacity will be higher. Hey, Zorts. But what we're only going to care about is making sure our max sec is at cap. We're not going to consider our Supermax into the amount of prisoners we want to take in, because we're going to continue to only take in high sec, and then we'll upgrade individuals to Supermax as the case, as it requires. I think I'm going to set up a new power thing over here, because we only have, actually we do have 2 powers. This one's getting pretty full though, and it's my northernmost one right now. So yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. We'll put another power station over here. Did it go? No? Yes? Oh, there's probably like a tree there or something blocking the way. Yes? No? What the? Well, I do have forestry going on over here, but honestly, what? Okay, let's carve away a corner there. I bet you it's because they're planted trees in forestry, and they're like, no, clear, you don't want to replace that. Dismantle that tree. It's annoying. More Dwarf Fortress subscribed for 10 months in a row. 10 months he's been disbanding More Dwarf Fortress. Wow. Did you OD or did you get spotted with something? Found drugs. Okay. So I'm going over here and dismantle that. Also, we need more gardeners, I think. We've got 1. We're going to go up to 4. Because, first of all, gardeners, I think, like, plant some of these trees. So we need some extra speed there. I don't see any reason why that door couldn't be open all the time. Because there's no actual other doorway. Yeah, that can be open normally. Because prisoners shouldn't be able to get in and out of this place regardless. So yeah, we'll get them going. But we really need that tree dismantled. Okay, that is not a real tunnel. That's just some dog buried a bone there before. Chillax. I wonder if our, you're still alive! Hey, good. I'm so happy he hasn't died yet. Dismantle the tree. Well, I did. Although, that's probably just a lag, is what's going on there. I could pop a worker right next to it, and it would probably make that happen much, much faster. Let's go ahead and lock this open, first of all. I can't close because of logs. And anyway, I want it locked open to make it easier to build this place regardless. Oh, shite. Oh, there we go. He's dead. We knew it was going to happen. Oh, I should have put him on lockdown. I'm such an idiot. That would have been the solution. I should have put him on lockdown. Then he would have been safe. Oh well, we're not close to our failure point yet. And I mean, we've already reset our days without incident counter, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. Did that tree get dismantled yet? No. Come on. This is really taking a lot of our workers' time. Still, it's a good cash flow to have so much forestry going on. we may as well plant these trees. We're super far behind because we didn't have the gardeners for it for ages, but now we do, so I think that'll be better. Do 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 boop. Oh well, next time we have a target, we'll put that person on lockdown for their own safety. All right, these guys are mostly going to go and install a bunch of lights, many of which might get deconstructed soon, but for now it's okay. Oh, yay, you're dismantling the tree. Thank you very much. It's about goddamn time. Thank you. So now. Fucking fuck. I don't want it right against the wall. I want it there. Dismantle all these trees. Dezone more. God damn it. Maybe I don't have to maybe now that I've got it dezoned, I can put it down. Nope, still gotta wait for the trees to get dismantled. Seriously, more deaths? Ooh. Alright, you gave up. You're trying to bust your way out? Yeah, you better settle down. You better. Who's that? Time drained. God, everyone everywhere. Like, why? Why is everyone... Oh, escaping. Why do we have escape attempts happening? Wait, we've got full fence here. Are we settled? People being cool now? Question, where are all my prisoners? It's sleep time. Oh yeah, okay, they are in their beds. I just couldn't find them. And some of them, for some reason, decided to start escaping? I'm very confused. Check their needs. Well, right now they're going to be whining about stuff. No, their needs are fine. People are surprisingly satisfied. Your entrance is locked open? No, this is locked open. No, sorry. Neither one of this. Look, jail doors closed. This one is closed. This one is locked open, but that's not actually in and out of the prison. All right, that's all sealed. Like, they can't get through this wall. There's no entrance there. So the fact that this door is open isn't a thing. Most people aren't escaping. This is locked open, but that's not... That's still sealed off. Hey, Rushing Torrent, thank you very much for the donation. Well, brutal prison has just pushed them to the edge. It's not that brutal! Look at that! It's nothing! It's nothing! These people are spoiled! I look after them so well. We've got double doors over here. Ooh, you got even more forestry going on down there? Jeepers. Crazy sauce. That's right, guys. Jeepers. I'm sorry to have to use harsh language, but there it is. We've got an actual hole over here. Maybe that's what they were doing. Someone's actually trying... I don't know where this guy was going to dig to. I mean, that would have been a long tunnel. What about over here? I'm just missing the bed. Did I never put beds down over here? Seems likely. Let me just do a big, like, remove tunnel, just in case there's any that I'm missing, although I don't think so. Oh, is it not clicking? Come on. Okay. Yeah, we never put some beds down over here for some reason. That's weird, because didn't I use, like, the cloning tool for this shit? Bed. Hang on. Annoys me that that's not the right way around. And over here? I mean, it's fine. It's not like we were short on cells, but... It must have gotten accidentally canceled. I must have, like, canceled something else and it was in the same tile or some damn thing. Kind of awesome if you could export your prison architect, save in the level editor for the escapist. That would be cool. Isn't locked open the fancy way of saying unlocked? Yes. And spoiled to the edge. Smith Carsonell. Quill, expect when I go to Canada, I'll be using a lot of colorful language. You'd better. You know, you Glaswegians have a reputation to uphold. Don't disappoint me. Tree stump, tree stump, tree, tree stump. Okay, listen. What the fuck? Okay. And it won't tell me why I can't place it here. There's no reason. I mean, these tree stumps shouldn't get in the way. I don't want to put it right on the edge of the fence, because then I won't be able to build as many capacitors. Fuck it, we're putting it there. Alright, I don't need all the capacitors right now. I think that should connect. So then I can do this, and drag it through this way. I think you have to dismantle the tree to get... Well, there's no... All the trees have been dismantled as far as I can tell. And these guys aren't overlapping. There's no room set here. There's tree stumps. But why wouldn't I be able to build on a tree stump? That would be the dumbest thing ever. Plus, I can't remove it. I mean, unless there's like another... Demolish walls? No. Not an indoor area. Not a tunnel. Can't dismantle object over here. It's fine. It's fine. We'll build a power there. We'll stop worrying about it. Well, this shakedown's taking a little while to complete. Where are the last objects? Dead bodies everywhere. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. That morgue delivery. Sorry, Tyler. Couldn't save you. And Essie. And didn't we just bring 1 more dead body? There it is. 4 dead bodies, basically, in the last day. Well, it was 3 in one day and then 1 in the other, but still, effectively within a 24-hour period. But, you know, okay, the hygiene is starting to power up, but that's because they are getting close to their shower time. They're currently at sleep time, so they shouldn't flip out. Although TJ over here is not sleeping for some reason. Which seems a little bit odd. Whatever, we really need to move him into Supermax. We're building this. We're going to build these cables. Do we need more janitors? Do we need more gardeners? It's possible. Tell us, I don't know how dirty it is. It looks like pretty dirty outside. I'm assuming all that can get cleared off by a gardener, which are mostly busy doing the trees. Okay, I think it's going to be very reasonable for us to go and get more gardeners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. Things will look prettier. I don't even know. Maybe, for all I know, this is slowing things down as well. Plus, we have so many trees to plant. Yeah, our outdoor area is pretty pathetic, actually. I didn't realize we had that much pressure for the janitors. Okay, feed all prisoners. That should be fine. Oh, we're doing the triple meal thing, which we're almost done, thank God, because then we can go back to a little bit more of a reasonable schedule, I think. New guards just finished their taser training and equipped themselves with tasers. A little bit of money out of the bank, but we still have lots. We're going to get our new intake, and that's fine. We can actually take 24 prisoners. So we will do that, since we finished those cells, plus a few deaths. Vipe, or VIP, thank you very much for subscribing. You're a very important person to me. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, getting these plugged in. Power should connect through here, I'm pretty sure, to over there, but we can adjust the power cables in a moment if we need to. So it's actually going to take a fair amount of power to power this entire area, because it's just a lot of lights. Suppose what I could do is I could tag this area as Supermax only right now. Because then when I divide it into little rooms, it should mostly keep that. We'll see how it goes. Oh, do I have a dog trail that goes through there? I bet you I do. Yep. Don't need that anymore. And we'll keep them split like that. I'm okay with that. So we got armed guards watching them in the showers to make sure that no one starts a fight there. Anytime there's a crowd, that tends to be when trouble happens. So it's like showers and the cantina, which is pretty packed. I gotta say, it might have been worthwhile making a bigger canteen. And I think we're very soon going to make another one down here and try to split some of these things. If we look at our logistics and food distribution. You can see this one is worked by 2. What I think I'd like to do is end up changing it. Maybe it's so that each one of these has their own canteen and kitchen. It's kind of going to be an overkill. Or we just make a bigger one somewhere. But we're kind of locked in this size for now. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, Essie in the chat. I'm so sorry. Brutal Swede, thanks for the sub. Yes, I'm sorry, Essie, you died. These things happen. At least your arms weren't ripped off by dire badgers or anything. It could have been worse. So think about it. Sweet Sulk. Thanks for the sub. Or maybe it's like Swedish Soul C? Could be something like that. Alright. Cable's not quite done. We're gonna let the workers basically finish all their current tasks before we push them into building our Supermax cells. Just try to get everything currently in the queue just resolved. It actually might be a good idea. Well, we got 15 workmen. That's quite a bit. They do have to walk a lot, which is part of the issue. We have a storage room over here, too. Yeah, see that bottleneck there? Also, this place is insanely messy. I think I might put in another door. We'll need another metal detector. But that might actually help this a lot. Let's go a regular door here. And here. Metal detector there, and they're going to need power that runs directly to their right, I believe. So like that. That should help. Also, wow, it's filthy. I might want to order more actual janitors. It doesn't help that they're so packed. We do have prison labor, so there's some, prisoners that clean. Did we finish that grant? Yes, we did. Thank God, because now, and this will help a lot, do this. Only 2 meals. I'm also going to keep the quantity high. I'm going to drop the variety down to medium. This should do a pretty good job of keeping everyone happy. By having more work time, effectively they'll have more time for classes, more time for a little bit of free time if it's their thing, more time for the prisoners to actually clean, which should make a big, big, big difference. So I'm not going to hire any more janitors right now. Still happy I had hired the gardeners, because they're still mostly going to be crazy busy all the time. All this forestry. There you go. Be a good extra bit of money. All right, I think that's all done. Yeah, we'll have to run more power, but let's wait until we get their rooms actually figured out. We got all that prison intake, so we're going to turn this down to 0. Okay. That's a timer. Because it's going to be a slightly longer stream today, I wanted to make sure to set a timer to remind myself to take breaks. So we're going to do that in just a minute here. So, here's what I'm thinking. We'll make the rooms for the prisoners a little bit bigger, so we have more space for entertainment. Something like maybe even like a 4x4, okay? Big cell. Actually, it doesn't have to be that big. Maybe 4x3. So quite a bit bigger. And then the walls are going to look like... In fact, I'm actually going to put solitary doors on there. Just because these guys are very likely to smash the hell out of it. Right? Right. So, they are going to need their own bed. Their own toilet. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't want to start over here. And there's a very good reason for that. I don't want them to be near this outer wall. There we go. Let's do it here. So 4x3. I just want to make it a little harder for them to dig out. Walls that way, and like that. And again, I want solitary door, because those people are likely to smash down their doors, and we want to make it as hard as possible for them to do that. Bed. Toilet. And then we are going to give them a television. Try to keep them a little placated there. They can sit on the toilet and watch TV. How amazing is that? Because they're going to be spending a fair amount of time in lockdown. It might be perma-lockdown. I'm not sure. We're going to let them build this cell here. And then once it's all done and I'm happy with it, we'll start cloning it. We're going to need some regular patrols. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and deploy like 1 guard in here to start off with. It's still not going to be enough for like vision and everything. We're really going to need quite a few patrols in here. Really? How did you sneak that through here? Oh, you probably just had a visitation. Someone passed you a salt. Like, why can't we arrest these people who sneak in something? Why don't the visitors get tagged by the metal detector? It feels like they should. I don't know, whatever. Go gardeners. Gardeners have to work out here too. There's a lot of territory for them. I suspect we will want more and more gardeners. Let's go up to actually, let's go 8 janitors, 12 gardeners, because I don't think the prisoners help with the gardening. We do have extra doors here. They're mostly just using this one to get in. I think when they leave, they might split a little bit more. We'll see how it goes. I could also made this double wide. I could have made this like a prison door that was just open all the time. And in fact, I may do that. Because it's such a bottleneck. They're so crowded here too. This crowding is pretty bad. Let's not lie about that. Okay, so tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a short break here, and I'm also going to backtrack in the chat to see, you know, what people think about my Supermax cell ideas and what strategy you might want to use. Oh, we are going to have to do that. That's so annoying that I'm going to have to retag everything every time. That's ultimately okay. I don't know if like we give them a like bookshelf. Does that give them anything? Because they want literacy. Does that provide them with literacy needs even without a library? We'll have to see, but that's the sort of thing I'm going for. Far fewer prison dramas on TV if the visitor got searched, although I guess there aren't any currently. Could be. All right, we're going to take a short break, and when we get back, we're going to finish decking out the Supermax wing of our prison. So obviously it's going to have its own kitchen, and I don't know what else. And this is going to be like an airlock, basically. I'm going to set up, I can do the basics of it right now, I suppose. Something like that, with another large door, which for now we will lock open. But what it's going to have, and I think this will work, is if we set it once it's built to staff only right there, I think people can still get escorted into Supermax by a guard, but then they won't be able to leave without again being escorted somewhere. So we'll have to play it by ear. We'll have to see exactly how it goes. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe we'll just set it to Supermax only, but still setting an airlock here will make it much, much, much harder for anyone to sneak out, and will make me feel safer overall. So, be back in a few minutes, folks.